What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Your boy Giovanni. Hola.
And it feels so good to be back in the saddle.
Come on in. The water's fine, as my boy John Silver says.
So before we get started, oh, damn, he's cute, too. Before we get started, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, and iTunes. Download, play, share, and tell everybody about the show. And people always ask, how can we make the show bigger? Share, 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 share. So when you get a link, send that motherfucker to your grandma and tell her that she's about to die anyway.
Our Twitters be lit, though.
No, Twitter's, Instagram, all that shit.
Question. Let me see a picture of John Silver, because you guys are in the know. I don't know who this person is.
He's cute. He's married.
Okay, fuck it.
He's
Never mind.
married to Ashley Everett, who is Beyonce's dance captain.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
They got engaged.
God
in front of
bless
the world.
him.
My dog.
Okay.
Yeah, God bless
Best
him.
friend.
Yeah, I told him I heard he had a big dick, so.
Oh, my God.
I told him if he does come on the show, he definitely got to lay it on the counter.
Jason. This is my best friend we're talking
And
about.
you know your other best friend that I just saw recently, Seth. I saw him from the back the other day at Don Benjamin's party. He was walking in.
Yeah.
He's really good to look at from the back. He's good to look at from the front, too. All right, so if you need your body rubbed on, call Hands of Fury. So let's get into it.
Yes, Hands of Fury.
So we were having a conversation offline, and I was basically saying that before I became, and I'm not sober, but I'm not as drunk as I used to be. I used to be really drunk all the time. I used to work all day, drink all night, work all day, drink all night. And that was just my life for probably a good 15, 20 years.
You were a scary drunk.
A scary drunk. I mean, just reckless, savage drunk.
Yes. Yes.
And what I used to enjoy about drunk sex was, you either have a partner or you're in a relationship or you go out party and, in Hollywood, you find somebody that you click with and then you go home and you fuck them to death. Not that I did that. I'm just saying that's what people in Hollywood do. I'm just Hollywood unlocked. I'm unlocking just what's going on out here. So, I would be drunk and I would enjoy drunk sex. Do you enjoy drunk sex?
I hate drunk sex.
Is it because they wouldn't find the right hole or?
No. It's not the guy. It's me. I don't like drunk sex because, first of all, I can never get to the finish line. Ever.
Meaning you can never come.
It's
because you're drunk.
Because I'm drunk, it's just my body just refuses. Like my body is just shut down. Like, nah, bitch, it ain't happening. Even with my Hitachi. If I've had too much to drink and I'm just like, oh my God, hurry up. I'm trying to go to sleep.
If you had too many cocktails and you're at home with a Hitachi and you rubbing around on yourself, that needs to be recorded, put on Hollywood Unlocked. No. I am so good for going home alone when I'm drunk. Like I really don't have these random occurrences where I wake up next to somebody. I'm like, so you're that drunk that disappears in the party and now you're at home.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the one that, yeah.
What about you?
No, drunk sex, I can't do it. Not anymore. Like she said, I can't get to the finish line at all. Like I have to, only way for me to come, I have to masturbate, and that take about 35, 40 minutes.
Okay, can I be honest with you? So back when I was drinking.
Tipsy sex is
when I was drinking and having sex. Oh yeah, I mean, the wind would blow. I'd get erection, and I might be fucking a cat. Not really. But I'd be ready to go. Once I got sober, my body started saying like, if we not into this person, not even attractive, because I've had attractive people that I've want to have sex with, but they're whack or their conversation's whack or, they said something that irritated me and it's just like, nah, I can't do it. So my dick will be like, no, I'm going to use discretion at this point in time. We're not going to do it.
Well, just in case you guys need it, I think I have a connect to some generic Viagra.
I don't fuck with that shit. Mess with your heart. I'm good. I don't have a problem getting hard. I just have a problem coming when I'm drunk.
Well, I took Viagra one time. And
how'd that go over?
I didn't need the Viagra. I just took it because I wanted to see if it really worked.
And how did it work?
It's insane. You can't not. Your dick won't go down.
I would like for anybody who's listening, any women that have ever tried Viagra, can you please tell me what it did for you? Did it do anything? Was it a placebo effect?
But do women use Viagra?
I'm literally asking that question right now. I'm curious to know, is it something I need to try? I'm so vanilla. I've drank alcohol and I smoke weed, which everybody knows. But I've never done anything else. I've never had shrooms. I've never done ecstasy. I'm
not an advocate for drugs, but I have popped a Molly here and there. I remember on this show once I came in, I was on the Molly and I could barely get through the show.
I've never done Molly before.
I've never done any of that.
But
nothing.
I'm not an advocate for drugs, so I'm saying right now, please don't do it. I have not done Molly in a few months, but. Do you? This happened to me not too long ago, and I had asked a few friends, and they said it never happened to them. So I want to see if maybe something wrong with me. Is my dick fell asleep
inside somebody?
No, like driving down the street, my dick fell asleep.
What does that mean? My dick is asleep right now when it's not hard.
People, what we not gonna do? I need everybody out here to listen to this medical experience because this really happened.
You mean your dick got numb?
You know how your leg falls asleep and you get that real tingly feeling that you can't even move?
Numb, yeah.
Has your dick ever done that?
No, you got to go to the doctor, bro.
No. Listen. My dick fell asleep.
Any type of tingling you feel in your balls?
No, listen. We both have had that tingling before, and the doctor cured that shit. I'm not talking about that type of tingling because I did say to somebody recently who thought he may have had something. This is not something I'm involved with. A friend of mine said, I fucked this girl and I think she gave me something. I said, well, let's talk about it. You get first day, you get a tingling in your dick. Second day, your dick is stuck together. When you pee, it burns a little bit. And the third day, your shit is a fucking firehouse. He was like, well, I'm on day 1. Okay, call me day 2, and I'll let you know if you need to go to the doctor. Oof. Anyway, shout out to all of you with STDs out there. You can get them checked now.
Syphilis is on the rise,
But my dick fell asleep.
I don't know what that means. My dick is asleep right now.
No, your dick is flaccid. There's a difference.
It's flaccid, meaning it's just laying there.
Yeah, he ain't up.
Not that. I mean, like
his got numb
like the
and fell
tingly
asleep.
feeling, like it was like the tingling,
like a foot.
Like the whole thing was sleep.
That's not good, bro.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's happened more than once.
To you?
Yeah. Well, no. To the nigga. Yeah. I can only talk about my sleep dick. I can't talk about another nigga's sleep dick. But anyway, it did. No, it wasn't a doctor thing. It just, you got to let it wear off. And once it wears off, you can move again. But, anyway.
I can't participate in this conversation because I don't have anything that falls asleep.
So the whole topic of the conversation was, do you have drunk sex? I personally enjoy drunk sex. Not drunk sex, but like when you're kind of drunk sex and the passion's there.
Sex. Yeah, I don't like it. I'll do it, but I tell her, look, I'm not going to come. I'm too fucked up. I tell her straight from the gate.
So what are the type of things that you do to get aroused or to get your partner aroused? Because I know when you're in the bedroom with somebody, but when you're in the bedroom with somebody, we all got something that we got to do that may be a little.
Think about somebody else.
Damn, Melissa.
So you've had sex with somebody and thought about somebody else?
Of course she has.
Yeah.
But like fantasize like Sidney Poitier, get me, or like, are you thinking of like an ex or something?
I'm probably thinking about somebody that I would never have sex with. That I. So
like Young Berg.
No, no offense, but not like
50.
that. No. That would be a good one.
Have you thought of having sex? Cause
no,
50 about to slide home running them DMs.
I haven't used him in my whole fantasy life or whatever the case is. But like sometimes, I mean, it's like taboo.
Why when you and 50 were at dinner, y'all do kind of have like a little chemistry. Like I could tell he was like, it was sort of like when you court a girl and you want to impress her. Mm-hmm. That's what he was doing. And then you were like the little schoolgirl kind of coyish. And I was sitting there like, these two niggas.
Number 1, 50 is a Cancer, and I'm a Scorpio.
Is that compatibility?
It's ridiculously compatible.
Okay.
Number 2, we've known each other for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. Because I thought I was introducing y'all that night.
No.
And you were at the bar and he walked up on you like and scooted me out the way and scooted himself in the middle. I'm like, okay, nigga, I know you crazy, so I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah. No.
So we've I don't know, there's just always been like a mutual respect and flirtation there.
It was nice to see.
It's never gone anywhere. I enjoyed talking to him. He's just a dope guy.
You made 50 Cent behave like a gentleman.
But here's the thing, I don't know if he wants that secret out, but he kind of sort of can be.
Okay, so during dinner, I look over at 50. This is after we exchange how many times we both have been shot. And I say to him, why don't you want people to know that you're like a nice guy? Because he was so fucking nice. Is he that person or is that just an act?
No, he's that person. Like when, there's just nobody around. He's just a dope person.
Yeah.
But of course when there's compatibility, you're probably going to see something whereas somebody who's like repelled by them won't see it. So I don't know. I've always had really good experiences with him. He's dope, he's funny. We have great conversation, we joke
So what do you have to do to get aroused? Cuz some of us we do different acrobatics.
I like to see the thong straps. Like the thong straps on her jeans a little bit. That shit get me hard.
Okay. So when you see this thong straps,
G-string.
Okay,
straps.
so that's your go-to thing to get an erection.
No, I mean that's not my go-to thing, but my go-to thing to get me hard is just for me to eat her out.
Why do guys fuck girls and put their finger in their butt? I'm trying to
understand.
I've been watching
I put my tongue in there.
No, but not while you're fucking. You don't.
Oh no,
because you ain't that limber.
Yeah. When I'm having sex from the back, I do like to put my thumb in her butt.
But why is that?
It's just fun.
But what if she didn't wipe her butt?
Why do you guys try to do that shit?
I don't try. I do it.
Okay, I'm saying try for myself because I'm like, take your finger out my motherfucking ass.
Wait, have they tried that on you?
Of course they have.
Do you know me? That is a guy. That really is a thing.
But why though?
I don't know.
So that's one thing gay men don't do.
What the fuck?
Because we're already in the butt.
I know. So I'm like, why? Why is it a show of dominance? Is it I'm testing my limits?
Yeah, I think it's all of that.
Is it I want to see if
I
you're?
thought it was more of like a handlebar.
You're
holding on and you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Melissa has it right.
Or is it a thing of where you're like, I want to see if she's gonna let me stick my dick in her ass?
It's all of that.
It's all of that.
Of what you just said.
Well, the answer is no, motherfucker.
So you like fucking in the booty?
A girl's ass.
I know. I did. Why? What?
Because Jason, you.
Why do y'all have to? No. I said to you privately, I'm gonna stop trying you on the gay shit.
No, Jason.
Unless you open up the door. I did say that.
Listen.
No, I did say it because I do feel like sometimes I joke with you a little too much as a heterosexual.
Fuck you, bitch. No, as of recently, I have been indulging
I almost died.
I caught a cold. Fuck it. As a man.
Yeah, as a man. Recently, I have been fucking girls in the ass.
Really? And do you like it more?
I love it.
Do you like it? Really?
I love it.
So now you're barely catching up with what I figured out a long time ago.
What? What's that?
That fucking in the ass is a good thing.
In a woman's ass, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Is there a process here? Do you do enemas beforehand?
No, they very
like
clean.
An anal training kit?
No, very very fucking clean. Very clean.
Okay.
But she comes from her ass more than her vagina.
But okay.
I told you I had a boy come out his booty before and it scared the shit out of me.
Did you just have a stroke?
A little bit.
This is gonna be a highlight for the clips to post.
All right. Well, listen. My thing now. I told the story about the time I had sexual relations with a person who was watching himself have sexual relationships with a person. So we were watching him have sex with somebody. We were watching him
a porn.
We were watching him have sex with his girlfriend. That's how we aroused each other.
That's weird.
Well, listen, it's not an every time thing that I have to think about somebody else other than the person I'm having sex with. Because sometimes the person I'm having sex with is somebody I want.
Do any of us have celebrity fantasies? Like, do you have a celebrity fantasy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Fassbender.
But somebody that people know.
Okay, fine. But he's Magneto.
Mine is Eva Mendes.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's really hot.
She's fucking hot and married.
Yeah, she's really hot and married.
Or Wonder Woman.
Okay, well, shit. If he's gonna go with her, with Eva Mendes, I'll go with her husband, Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Oh my God, he's so hot.
You would not have sex with Ryan Gosling.
Oh yes, I would.
Really?
He got that Mark Wahlberg swag, and that one too. Yeah.
So Mark Wahlberg said, "Come get this Wahlburger."
Well, if he wasn't married. Absolutely.
Is Mark Wahlberg married?
Very married with kids and happy and all that shit.
So you would never be like his Olivia Pope?
No.
Was Olivia Pope a side chick?
Yes.
I never watched Scandal. Listen,
I hate that show.
Wait, no, hold on. I watched How to Get Away with Murder. So
no, there's no comparison. Scandal.
Speaking of,
Viola
I saw Columbus
Davis.
Short the other day.
Before we get to Columbus Short or Superhead, if it goes that far, you do know I was somewhere. I was on a plane and I saw the clip from Grey's Anatomy. There was like this moment where Jesse Williams was crying hysterically. It's a big moment in the show. It's like something that everybody's been waiting for. And I was watching it in Miami. So
don't tell me what the moment is. I've never watched the show.
So I text my team and said, put this on Instagram.
Right.
And they put it up and the West Coast people read me for filth.
Oh, because
they said it was a
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, you motherfucking bitch, you this, you that. They were so mad at me. I was laying in bed in Miami. I was in Miami, laying in bed, giggling my ass off, reading the comments. I kept refreshing the comments to see what people would say. Folks, if you're listening, please go to Hollywood Unlocked and tell me the craziest shit you want to tell me because I literally giggle every time I read some shit.
That's really good. I don't.
So my celebrity crush right now, this moment.
Davies.
I did think he was attractive until he started putting those tattoos on his face. Everybody can't put tattoos on their face.
He started putting tattoos on his face?
Yeah. And then he started like braiding his hair like the Crips in prison do. And I don't feel that.
Who I
am sitting back looking at right now saying is cute as fuck that y'all don't even know? His name is Lil Skies.
You're right. I don't know him.
Don't know.
He got tattoos all over his face, light skin, just, my type.
Is that the new thing? I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna blast.
I'm gonna put tattoos on my face.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some.
I'm gonna put Thug Life on my neck first as my homage to Tupac.
You said Hug Life?
Thug Life. Hug Life. I like that. You know, I've always thought, I don't really have a lot of celebrity crushes, but Lil Skies, you can get it.
Huh.
Some of these little dirty Zanny Bar niggas look like they can get it.
I'm really trying to think of who like
Justine Skye. I love.
She's a minor.
She's so. Justine Skye?
I know she's not a minor. She's 21, but she's like a minor.
She's
I know her mom.
She's bad.
Okay.
I'm still thinking. Michael B. Jordan-ish?
Michael B. Jordan is actually a really good looking guy.
I'm sorry. Watching him in The Wire, you couldn't have told me he was gonna be this fine. But when you couldn't have told me.
But when he was killing Black Panther, you was like, he can get it.
Yes.
Even with all those bumps on his body.
I bring it on.
See, guys, just because you have a bump here and there, don't mean that you can't get a bad bitch. Listen, folks, I'm just going to give my friend Giovanni some advice. And I will tell you, listeners, I've told Gio offline during lunch, we were eating some fish, that I'm not going to crack any more gay jokes because Giovanni's not gay and he's allowed me to have my fun with him and have my way with him the way that I've wanted to on air. But listen, Gio. Stop playing. Be careful playing in the booty.
It's not no gateway.
No, but it is.
I had another
gateway.
gay dude say the same shit.
Listen, you keep playing around that booty for too long. You're gonna be you're gonna be laying up playing Fortnite with the homie one night, and you gonna slip in, and then you're gonna feel a night.
When I explore that part of a woman, that's not my go-to. You know, I'm always inside that pussy for a little bit.
Would you stop?
And then I choose, and then she be like, "Fuck me in my ass."
Okay, so my girlfriend told me that.
What a segue. What a segue, Melissa. Wait, do it again. Where we going?
I was just going to say, my girlfriend told me that your vagina gets jealous if you start having a lot of anal sex.
Well, first of all, there's different bacteria in the vaginal area and then in the booty.
No.
But once I go on her ass, I never go back into her vagina.
No. I said jealous.
Oh, no, I know that, but I'm just saying like, I was just moving on.
Okay.
I mean, like, okay. So, yeah, but all I'm just saying is a person who used to fuck a lot of girls, I know that's weird to say.
Very.
But now fucks, men. Just be careful because it's you start to get in a rhythm, and before you know it, I'm gonna find you on Santa Monica and Western.
He can be on the track.
No, I ain't gonna be on no blade. I ain't gonna be looking on the blade. I ain't gonna be walking the blade.
He gonna be at the Abbey.
No, I've been to the Abbey before. There be a lot of bad straight chicks at the Abbey.
So anyway, let's move along.
That's true.
What's happening, Melissa?
Okay, so what's happening? Donald Glover says he felt intimidated working with Queen Bee. I mean, who else? Who wouldn't? But they are voicing the characters of Simba and Nala, respectively. And he admits that it was nerve-wracking recording alongside her. He told Entertainment Tonight, we started recording some stuff, and it's a little intimidating, at least from my point of view, just hearing her do it. It's been like, man, this is a really special thing. Meanwhile, it was previously revealed that Beyonce and Glover are set to re-record some of the hit songs from the live-action remake of the Disney animated classic. I can't wait. I love Lion King.
I've never seen the movie.
Simba. Lies, you tell.
I've only seen the play. Because my ex-boyfriend who's in jail now, the one that I talked about on the show, he was a big fan. So I took him to the Broadway play for a date or whatever.
I saw the play too.
I've never seen the movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
You deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, you put Nala in danger.
That's a pretty good.
Thank you for it.
That was pretty good. James Earl Jones.
Listen,
okay.
that was good. I sat behind that nigga once on a flight. This is definitely going to be something that I'm going to go watch. Is it going to be animated?
No, live action.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like Little Mermaid. Is the new Little Mermaid is live action.
So it's animation.
No, it's real. It's real.
Mermaids are not real.
Like the Jungle Book. You know what I mean? The Jungle Book movie. That's live action.
I've never seen the Jungle Book movie.
Okay, when they take something from animation or cartoon, they make
humans?
Yes.
So
but no, there's going to be lions that's CGI talking. It's going to be real lions. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
No.
Planet of the Apes. Exactly.
Oh, like
something
that.
like that.
So it's gonna look real, but they're gonna be animals.
Yes. Yes.
Shit, I didn't know what the fuck y'all were talking about.
Yes.
Okay, but we won't see Beyonce.
No.
We'll just hear her.
Voice.
Yes. She's gonna be the voice of Nala.
So Nala was who?
Nala was Simba's girlfriend.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's not a bitch.
sorry.
They ain't dogs.
Did you say Simba had a bitch?
so
Yes.
Y'all just gonna shit on poor
sorry.
Disney.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
It was his girlfriend.
So
was his
who's
friend.
playing Simba?
Simba
Donald Glover.
is Donald Glover.
Oh, so they're playing opposite each other.
Yes.
That's
So-
why he's nervous.
Oh, well then now the story makes sense.
James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa.
Oh, dope.
Yes.
Mufasa.
Really?
Yes.
Who else is in it?
The little boy JD McCrary. JD, the little singing boy, he's playing the young.
Oh, yeah, he follows
he's playing
Hollywood Unlocked.
He's playing the young Simba.
Yeah, he follows Hollywood Unlocked. We should get him in here for an interview.
Yes.
You know who? I heard that the what are the hyenas? The Migos wanted to play the hyenas.
That would be amazing.
Perfect.
That would be amazing.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I can't even imagine who they were gonna get for Timon and Pumbaa, but
They already have the.
you know who it
cast.
is? Seth Rogen.
Who's
yes.
playing Scar?
Idris Elba,
is
I
Jeremy
think.
who?
Idris Elba, I think.
Ooh, that'll
Really?
be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be
so this
good.
is going to be another. And you know what? I'm gonna
I think.
I'm gonna say this now. This is going to be another Wakanda. This is going to be another Black Panther in terms of box office. They're gonna another black film that's gonna make millions and millions, if not billions of dollars, and then hopefully somebody will start saying like niggas need movies.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, yes, we do.
Okay.
But have you ever been intimidated by somebody that you've worked with, or any interviews you've had to do?
Yes.
or
My interview with Soulja Boy.
you were intimidated.
By Soulja Boy.
I was intimidated. Okay, there's different levels of intimidation.
Okay.
For example, my interview with Khalees, I was intimidated because I'm in this woman's house. I'm talking about something that's going to impact the culture, meaning it's going to go all over the world and impact perception of something that's bigger than hip hop, right? So there's intimidation for that. Two, I don't prepare for interviews, so I don't have a bunch of information because I can't even retain a lot of stuff and I forget stuff. That's why you'll hear people say, "Oh, well, that's not right," or "This not," because I'm literally a fan trying to figure it out. And then I think the third, with this show, I feel very comfortable because if I don't necessarily like the guest or I'm interested in the guest, you can pick it up because you've had experience and you could do it. Or if it's a guest that's an actor or whatever, you can talk about acting and I can fall back. On a one-on-one, it's just you and them.
Yeah.
And you got to keep asking questions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get intimidated all the time.
Got you. Not me. I mean, I'm sure I have in some form of
You
fashion.
got intimidated just doing Unsolved. You said it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, that was
You're
a good
welcome.
one.
You're welcome.
So
Okay.
So were you intimidated by Josh Duhamel?
And
that's-
Bokeem, of course. Yeah. Thank you, man. What about you?
No problem. When I had my radio show on Sirius, Sirius Radio in New York, they have the big studios called the Fishbowl because it's all glass all the way around. You know, so you'll see like Rolling Stones come there and do live performances, and you know people are invited to watch and whatnot. And one day I got Mary J. Blige, and I was like, and it was going to be a live interview.
Yeah, you really can't run from that.
No, you can. No, you cannot. Like you, there's no editing. There's no nothing. Not only that, the whole entire foyer, like lobby, was completely full, and the president and CEO of Sirius were there watching. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
The one blessing about this. The one blessing about this show is that
Lewis.
we actually interview people that we like or that we know. So
Yeah.
it is very different than I could not imagine having a job where the booker says tomorrow you're interviewing Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
And it's like don't know him, like you
Gotta
literally
do your research.
You have to do your research. You have to. And what if you have to interview somebody that you don't care? You've had to interview people that you don't care about, you know, on this show.
Yeah.
So it's the intimidation isn't afraid of the person. I think it's more of like with Khalees, it was more of like how big this is going to be and the impact it's going to have. And I will tell you, you know, when I was in Dominican Republic and I was getting calls from Rob Markman or Kim Azorio from The Source and big iconic hip hop journalists saying you did a great job, that did feel good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, but when I was telling somebody yesterday, they were like, so how do you prepare for that interview? I said, I'll be honest with you. I was not trying to do that interview. I was on my way to Vegas and I was in the Uber with somebody going over a couple of links. I didn't prepare. So, yeah,
Sometimes it's better to just wing it, you know,
Yeah.
because then you could just like go based off of everything that you personally know about that person as, you know, in terms of being like a fan. Like another person that I was definitely intimidated by was Cicely Tyson. I was doing red carpet interviews with Teray, who's a very good friend of mine. Hi, Teray.
And at her age, had she died right there in the middle of your interview, you would have really been fucked up.
This was quite a few years ago. But I mean, Cicely Tyson, she just is. Her aura is.
She's royalty.
She's royalty. Her aura is incredibly regal, powerful, and I was like, "Hi, Miss Tyson."
Yeah.
Is it
I felt
okay
that way when I
that's-"
met Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can imagine.
Yeah. So
I mean, I was really intimidated when I interviewed Jesus. That interview.
right.
I'm
Really?
weak.
I didn't interview Jesus.
I
y'all.
know that.
Okay, anyway, those of us are waiting for our blessings. Well, guess what, folks? The blessings aren't our only daily harvest. You can be blessed with getting healthy food. And we're going to let Melissa tell you how to do it because we're all harvesting over here at Hollywood Unlocked.
Okay. Well, Daily Harvest delivers frozen one-step prep plant-based eats.
Say
Straight-
that 10
Good
times.
job. Mel.
I know. Straight to your door with your choice of smoothies, savory harvest bowls, overnight oats, and more. And I've actually tried them. So sometimes I'm lazy, and sometimes I'm too busy, and I will go hours and hours without eating, and that's not good. Your body kicks into starvation mode. It's not okay. Just go to the freezer, and you get like one of their little dishes. And I had cauliflower rice with kale and pesto and whatnot.
Sounds amazing.
It was so good. So like you just put that in the, you just put that in the frying pan and with a little bit of water. And I just seasoned it up a little bit more just because I wanted it to be a little bit more spicy. But 4 to 6 minutes later, put that sucker in a boil. Ooh, it was good.
And the thing about Daily Harvest for me is that when you're on the go and you don't have time to be sitting around cooking up stuff,
Yeah.
because back in the day, I used to love to make a homemade lasagna.
Yeah.
Who
love
has
lasagna.
time for that?
Nah, not me.
Barely have time to make a cup of noodles. But anyway,
Exactly.
the thing I love about Daily Harvest is it becomes a necessity out of convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you had your Daily Harvest yet?
I have, yes, I have.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's good.
I can see you're wearing it well.
Listen, I'm slimming up. I lost 25
No, I
pounds.
know. We all know how, and you look amazing.
Right.
So, Melissa, tell everybody how they can get their Daily Harvest.
Okay. Well, with Daily Harvest, you can make an amazing meal or snack filled with delicious whole ingredients in just 30 seconds. So go to daily-harvest.com. That is daily-harvest.com and enter the promo code UNLOCKED to get 3 items free in your first box. That is promo code UNLOCKED for 3 free Daily Harvest cups at daily-harvest.com.
And if for whatever reason that doesn't work, please email us here at Hollywood Unlocked and we'll put together Giovanni's plan. And that comes in a 30, 60, 90 day or 365 day plan. All right, folks. Wait, what else is going on?
Okay, so something that was really interesting because we were talking about Jada Pinkett and her new series on Facebook called Red Table Talk.
Yes, I love that show.
Love the format where it's Jada Pinkett, her daughter Willow, and her mother.
Who
and
looks amazing, by the way.
Crazy.
She's what?
60,
What is she?
67.
Something
And
years
she
old.
has abs.
You see her abs?
I did. She's hashtag goals.
Would you have sex with Jada's mama?
Absolutely.
Okay, then. Well, I'm sure she's happy to hear that. Anyways, Willow Smith revealed to her mother and her grandmother for the first time they'd ever heard it and the world that she had been a self-cutter. And Jada and her mother
shocked.
were literally like, when? Why? What the hell? Like, what happened? They basically were just, and so Willow, God bless her. She is just such a
Beautiful.
She's gorgeous. She's so sweet and she seems so fragile. You just want to give her a hug. You know what I'm saying? And she said that she revealed that it happened after she skyrocketed to fame following her 2010 hit "Whip My Hair," which I loved and almost got.
Shout out to Jukebox for producing that.
Yeah, I literally almost got pinched nerves in my neck just from
Trying to whip your hair.
Exactly. But she said I would have to say I honestly felt like I'd lost my sanity at one point. It was after the whole whip my hair thing, and I just had to stop doing singing lessons. I was kind of just in this gray area of who am I do I have a purpose? Is there anything else I can do besides this? And then she goes on to say, after all of that kind of settled down, it was like a lull, and I was listening to a lot of dark music, and it was just so crazy. And I was just plunged into this black hole, and I was like cutting myself and doing crazy things. She also reveals that only one friend knew what she was up to. And when it comes to cutting, I feel like, you know, I've done some research on this, known a couple of people that did it, and they say, you know, it provides what they describe as some kind of like a release, you know, like they've just got so much pent up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like alcohol.
Yeah.
That's that thing that you know is not good for you that gives you comfort.
Exactly.
I mean,
and power, and a feeling of power.
I mean, listen, you know, for stress, I will be honest.
Within chaos.
There are days that I tell you that I know I'm suffering from depression to a certain degree, that I know I can't even literally physically leave my house. I've literally gotten dressed. I've scheduled out shit to do. And I don't go anywhere. And it's just because I think the pressure, you know, sometimes I've struggled with reacting to people. I used to be able to be really reckless publicly. I used to be able to dress and look any kind of way all the time. And the pressure of always having to be prepared for somebody to know you is frustrating. And I haven't reacted to it. I mean, I haven't adapted to it well. I was in Miami, like I said, this past weekend, and I hooked up with a friend, and I'm like, let's go get lunch. So we go to Gloria Stefan's restaurant. We're sitting there, and there's so many. There was the Rolling Loud tour festival, so there's goober amount of our people out there.
Question: did they put the oxtails back on the menu?
They didn't. And I texted Gloria. I was like, girl, put these oxtails back on. But
okay.
The pressure of sitting there just trying to have lunch. Somebody rolled up videotaping me while I'm having lunch. Hey, look who it is. Look who it is. I had people stop and take pictures, like sit down and do selfies with me while I'm sitting at the table eating. And then the discomfort of my friend not being able to enjoy having that pressure right there is really frustrating because you can't be mean. You can't check. I did have to check one person because he was like, hey, fool, we need to take a photo. I said, nigga, you don't know me. So fuck all that fool shit. You want to, hey, what's up, Jason? But you're not gonna fool me while I'm sitting here. I'm like, So I think with me, I'm learning that like I have one life to live, and somebody, Oprah Winfrey, just did a commencement speech where she said, you can influence thousands, millions of people, but you could only control one person, and that's you. So find the problem. And then deal with it. So I'm like, damn, that was some real shit. You know?
But I mean, in Willow's, you know, with regards to Willow, she was just so young, and even though she has very, very famous parents and people were aware of her, this was a different kind of fame. This was her on her own, you know, and I mean, it hurts as like an adult reading some things that people say about you. I can only imagine how that affects, you know, a young person's psyche like Willow, and seeing how delicate and fragile she really actually is. People making commentary about her, you know, or her weight, or you know what she looks like. I mean, like that.
I remember she went to a little emo goth stage. I remember that.
But that goes back to like, there's been a lot of flexibility now. They've allowed their kids to grow too and to mature as individuals. You're the only person at the show with a kid. How do you stay in touch with your daughter and make sure that you know or have your finger on the pulse of how she's dealing with stress?
Well, I have to thank God, man, because my daughter actually, she's doing a pretty great job at doing it herself. She's 15. She's about to be that age where she's telling me, Dad, like, you know, I'm not even really trying to be what I see on Instagram or TV. I have to just continue to have that open portal gateway of communication with her. And we have such a good relationship where we just keep it honest, and she keeps it honest with me about what she is doing or has done. And I never judge her. I just try to help guide her through it. And that's what I try to do. I used to be that overbearing dad. Like, no, you're not going to do this. And I never got a reaction from her. But I just saying, when I allowed to let her be her and to do things based off what she wants to do. And then once I saw that, she just was a lot more open with being open with me.
You know, my brother, one of the things I will say in terms of like the stress of my family, I'll tell you the way I deal with it, and the way I deal with a lot of things is I literally just abandon it. So my family, they never see me. I go home, I'll be home for 5 days. They never, one sister will see me, maybe one brother will see me, and one cousin will see me, but that's it. I won't go to my aunt's house, really. I don't really go to I don't see my dad. So one of my brothers this morning while I was on my welfare sent me a message, and I will read it to you what the person said. He said, I just wanted to tell you that I love you, soldier. The way everybody's losing their life out there in the streets, you never know when it could be one of us. And if it was one of us, I want to at least tell you that I cared about you.
Oh, wow.
I didn't respond to it.
Why?
Because that's stressful. And I'll explain that. I'll explain why it's stressful. Mm-hmm. I don't like dealing with feelings.
You don't say.
I like keeping my head down and doing my work.
Okay.
And I'm learning how to look up from time to time because, to have that conversation opens up other things. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for me to just not deal with that.
So not even a thanks?
I don't know yet. But I have another brother who texts me every day and he's like, I love you. I miss you. I want to see you. This is the brother that I raised from 8 years old to 18. Mm-hmm.
The fire starter.
The lada starter. But he and I, he texted me, I want to see you. I went home and I wanted to see him, but then it's just like I realized raising him, I wasn't the best parent. Because not that I didn't know how to love, but I'm just really like, what the fuck you need to do what you need to do. I wasn't able to be affectionate, an affectionate parent. That's why I've decided I'm too selfish of a person to raise children. I'm not right now in the mind of being a good parent where I'm going to put you before me. I'm not.
Right.
So for me, the way I've dealt with the stress of just having the emotional conversation experience with my family is I just abandon it.
Ostrich, put your head in the sand.
Life is easy.
Okay.
I mean, literally, the world could be falling apart around me. And if it ain't got nothing to do with Hollywood Unlocked, I don't see it.
Good for you. Okay, focus. All right, well, somebody else who's focused is Amber Rose, and she is focused on getting 21 Savage back in her loving arms.
I ain't mad at you, girl. Get your man.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that works out because it didn't look like it worked out for her this weekend. She apparently traveled from LA to Miami. And she went out of her way to confront her tatted up lover while he attended the Rolling Loud Music Festival in Miami, which you were just at. But when Amber popped up on him, he wasn't ready to reconcile, according to an insider. That's when Amber resorted to Plan B, socializing with friends and other artists, and then posted up photos with her yarn-headed rapper Lil Pump. What? Why does he have yarn in his? Oh, you know what? Skating right along.
Yeah.
Amber seemed to have been enjoying herself after the rejection, but stories popped up about her dating Lil Pump, and 21 did not like that at all.
Lil Pump is 17.
She is not dating that
She's
little
not
boy.
dating that boy.
Listen, I didn't think that at all. It's just like, why?
But it goes back to you women. You take a picture with a boy, you're dating him.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as the human being standing next to me has a penis, I must be fucking him if there's a picture being taken, because that's all the proof you all need. So she went on to her Instagram page and she professed her love for 21 Savage, saying that the photo meant nothing. It was really like a love letter to him.
Yeah, I ain't mad at her, girl.
I saw Amber at Coachella at the Bootsy Bellows party, and I walked up to her and I said, with the Me Too movement, where you been? Stop getting in relationships with these dudes and distracting you from what you got to do. Stay focused on you. And she told me, I'm focused on me. I don't know how true this is. And maybe, I know she was out there at the Rolling Loud tour.
Well, her words exactly. I'll just, skip over all the other stuff.
She did a long post.
It's a really long post, but towards the end, she says, I love him. Put your pride to the side and tell the person you really love how much they mean to you today, because life is too short to care about what anyone else says.
Amen.
21 Savage posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "You crossed me once, it's fuck you for life." So we don't know if that was
savage.
I haven't talked to Amber yet. I will text her when this is done to see if we can get her back in the studio. I doubt she's going to do an interview, but I mean, hey, I will say this.
How did they even break up? What happened?
I don't know.
We don't know.
The questions we have here is, what have you done to try to get your ex back, and do you believe you should move backwards? I will tell you, my rule is life doesn't go in reverse. And with this last ex, I felt sorry for him in a situation and felt like I could still be good for him. And what did I say? I said to myself, we're going to give him another chance. And guess what? He popped up out of nowhere and said he had a girlfriend. That's God saying, no, we're not going backwards. I'm not going back. When it's over, it's done.
Yeah. Not for me. I believe in reconciliation. Just depends on how much love there is or was. Like, still to this day, I would definitely go back to Jen if I had a chance.
But it was toxic.
No,
Why?
it wasn't toxic. I just feel like we needed some room apart. It's been a year. I feel like it's a lot of things that, on her end and my end that could have been done a lot better. And I think with us being apart now, we've had a lot of growing to do as far as individuals.
But don't you believe that God maybe have put you through all that to prepare you to be great for somebody else? I mean, there's a lesson in that.
Look at all the people that's been through the infidelities and got back together and was stronger than ever before.
Like who?
Shoot, well, Amina Butterfly and her dude, Ray J and her.
Well, they're not
her
together.
Shit. Well, I'm just saying, like it does work. It has worked.
Okay.
In many cases.
I mean, you can have a cordial, respectable, civil relationship.
It's worked.
With who though? I don't know.
It might not be celebrities, but I'm sure there's multiple people in the world that have been in relationships that one or the other has cheated, and they got together, and it's made them either stronger or not. Sometimes it can make you stronger. It just depends.
Usually, I don't go backwards either, just because after I've broken up with somebody, he may as well be a eunuch. But there's somebody from my past, not too far past, that I just felt like space needed to be taken between us, not because of infidelity whatsoever, more that he needed to sort some things out that I could not help him with.
Did you get back with him?
It's looking real good. We're having a good time, and it's like it was in the beginning before
the shit started happening.
But it wasn't the shit. It's just stuff he needed to work through, and I determined I could not help him.
Yeah,
and so he's worked through it, and it's dope, and it's awesome, and we're having a great time.
I'm happy for you.
So to any of you out there that I've ever had a relationship with or relation with, if it's over, I ain't going back.
Oh, Jennifer, I would love to have another chance.
Okay, we're not going to start that again.
So moving right along.
Baby.
What else is going on?
Do not steal my motherfucking flowers. I will kill you.
What else is going on?
All right. So Rihanna and Katy Perry reportedly have a beef over the Met Gala pic, which is interesting because these two used to be frickin' frack.
BFFs.
Yeah, they were like tied at the hip.
So what's the issue?
Okay, so Katy Perry may have been all smiles and photos next to Rihanna at the Met Gala last week, but sources are saying it was all for show since the two are supposedly not talking. According to The Sun, the two haven't been talking for more than a year, and no one really knows why. Because Rihanna was chairing the Met Gala, but of course she was with that outfit.
She looked amazing.
God.
But they're both together on the cover of what? Time? Not Time, but Vogue.
Vogue.
They're both on the cover together.
Yeah, I loved Vogue's Insta stories.
Oh, they were
my
so
God.
good.
Yeah, Depeche Mode. Anyways, I digress. Because she was chairing the Met Gala, she had to pose with a lot of celebrity guests, but it was really uncomfortable when she was asked to pose with Katy. And they used to be so close, but Rihanna's expression in the photo says it all. Ooh, let's call that photo up right now. Katy was upset about the whole situation because Rihanna was cold to her and she wasn't invited to her after party. Damn. Well, your wings were really big, so maybe that's why you couldn't get in the door. I'm not sure. They didn't have a big bust up over one specific thing, but over time their friendship has gone from being very, very strong to non-existent, and Katy was pretty gutted. I wonder what it is. I guess only the two of them know. Well, Katy doesn't seem to know any more than we do. So, she just said, some pals have said that they grew apart when Katy Perry started dating Orlando Bloom, who they have done the on again, off again thing as well.
Friendships grow apart.
Yeah.
Do any of you think of the ones that you have, and I'll share with you one of mine. My relationship that I grew apart from, that I was really close to. I mean, like, if you know anything about me and my history in Hollywood, you knew this was my road dog, was Claudia Jordan. And the first time we grew apart, it was out of some drama that went down, and we made up from that. But then when you find yourself in a place in life where what matters to you more than a relationship is being happy, you're willing to let those relationships go that don't make you happy.
Right.
I don't want to fight for a relationship anymore. I don't have the energy to fight for friendships, and that may not be a good thing to say or whatever. I don't know, but I just feel like being friends isn't the easiest thing, but it should never be difficult.
Yeah.
For me, friendships end when they start to feel more like an obligation.
Yeah, and I felt like, with her, we just came to a point to where it was just like, okay, we cool, and she called me. And I'm not saying this in any diss to her because I still have, I have affection for her. I mean, this was one of my closest friends at the time. She called me during New Year's Eve and she was just like, look, I want to apologize if anything happened, blah, blah. We had our conversation and it wasn't even about that. It was just like, cool. No love lost, but we are not like we used to be. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So do any of you have friends that you've grown apart from?
Shoot, man. Not in my adult years, probably back in high school, but that shit don't matter.
I mean, grown apart, no, I just make a solid decision, like the friendship's over kind of thing, you know? And it's just usually because I've just put in so much work and I've tried, and, you know, it's
And that start feel like a job, like you said.
it starts to feel like an obligation. It starts to feel like our values don't line up anymore. It just starts to feel like maybe, you know, characteristically, there's things about you I just really just don't co-sign, you know? And so I usually exit stage left very quickly or very quietly, but it's my silence is deafening. Let's just say that.
Okay, well, listen, my former boss when I had a job used to say, let the dead bury the dead. You know, it's just like out of sight, out of mind. My head's in the sand. And if I ain't going to call back my brothers, you might not get a call back too. Okay, there was somebody that I wanted to, one thing I want to talk about before we go on to Hot Topics. There was a video that went on with Childish Gambino. The video, the This Is America video.
Yeah.
People, stop remaking the fucking video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And before we even go any further, the white girl who did it, and this is not a black-white thing. What you're not going to do is take away some things that belong to us. That video belongs to us. That video, everything that video stood for, all of the symbolisms in that video that belong to us in our culture. What you won't do is take it and make it a joke or a skit or whatever. And I think that, you know, social media and the interest of becoming the next social media star is great, but you also have to have, I think, cultural sensitivity. You can't just remake everything. That video,
that white girl,
you know, and you know, we posted on Hollywood Unlocked to create the conversation because I felt like this should not even be happening right now. Did you guys see the video? What do you think?
I saw it. So basically, what her name is April something or other. What's her name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give her the credit. We don't want nobody to look her up, but there was a girl.
Yeah, screw her. She basically tried to use the video itself and switch the content to be reflective of women's equality, hashtag time's up, hashtag me too. So there was a woman who was like drinking something and she passes out, and so she falls back into a guy's arms, and he kind of sort of resembles Bill Cosby. But I will say this, one of the marked differences is the dancing. Girlfriend, have a stadium of seats. I'm not even gonna.
What did she do?
I'm not even gonna. The dancing. Childish Gambino's video, the dancing in it was just, it gave you just so much life. This girl, bye. Like, I'm not even attributing it to race. Yeah. Girl, bye.
What was it when she took the cell phone out and did? What was that?
It was horrible. Like it was
disrespectful.
Horrible.
But you know,
it looked like Daytona Beach gone fucking wrong on too much Patron.
Yeah, I think people have to, you know, I totally understand being uncensored and unfiltered and doing whatever you want to do. I get all of that, but there has to be some level of pause given to certain things that you know are important to one's culture that you just don't emulate.
Like you ain't see us going fucking with Wrecking Ball when that came out.
Well, listen, it don't take a lot to get me to swing on a ball or two.
But
you know, the other thing is that there was, you know, Blame It on Quay, who's a friend of mine and a friend of the show. He did a remake of it.
That was funny though.
I didn't post that one either because I felt like
you just should have just
leave this Childish Gambino thing alone.
I get it, but I do have to say Quay's was
his was funny.
It was funny.
His was funny, but I think my issue is
it was a parody. That was a parody. It was meant to be funny. Hers was awful. Like it was awful. Her name is Nicole Arbor, and she sucks.
Listen, the Childish Gambino video has over 184 million views.
184 million.
184 million. It was such an amazing masterpiece that it should just be left the fuck alone.
Yeah, she's faced strong criticism online, including accusations of belittling black pain, like you said, and stealing our culture for money.
There's another thing that I have to say. Kudos to the teenager, the 16-year-old teenager.
You think that's a legend
who
story?
fucking hacked into the school and change grades. Like, you deserve a fucking
Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay,
you are my hero.
Well, what he also is facing 14 felonies.
Shit.
Okay. As a 16-year-old, he is facing 14 felony counts of for hacking into his school district computer system, using a phishing email, and altered his classmates' grades as well as his own. You know what I want to know? How much he charged everybody? Because I know you made off with some money. I know you did. Little entrepreneur, you.
14 felonies? That's more than 3 strikes. That's prison.
I am praying that he is a black kid.
Well,
because number one, I know he's some little nerdy white boy who found out how to hack into some shit.
Yeah, 16-year-old David Rotaro.
But let me say, I think he's brilliant. You know, Free Meek is over, so let's free, what's his name?
David Rotaro.
Free David Rotaro.
But wait, check it. He told the news it was like stealing candy from a baby. David, I need your number right now because
very easy.
Yeah, because I have a bitch that is catfishing motherfucker. She's been doing it for 10 years. Nobody can find her. I think she's in Ohio. Can you help me out?
Listen, this is what I think that should happen to David. I hope and pray that they don't try to send this little guy to prison at all. But what I think this only is showing the school system, if a 16-year-old can hack into your system in 5 minutes, just up your fucking security, up your service. And I think the most this guy should get is, I think he should
get expelled.
He should get it suspended. He should do some type of
community
service, a whooping,
and a public apology.
And probably a little probation. That's
Leave him alone.
Well, you know what? He's going to be working for some top IT company, making like 6-figure salaries with like bonuses that puts him over the edge of 7 figures.
But that's if he get these 14 felonies off.
First of all,
he's gonna be just fine.
All those kids whose grades got changed, I would sue the school if they changed them back. Because at this point, how do you know?
Exactly. And you know what? Look at Frank Abagnale. Catch me if you can. Master forger that was played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why did you say Catch Me If You Can? I thought it was Catch Me Outside Girl.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Because the FBI started to recruit him for his abilities to detect, to be able to fraud the government. So then they were like, okay, well, help us catch criminals just like you.
I think what you should do in these situations, listen, government, what you should do in these situations when you capture these kids is you should say either take the 14 felony charges and go to trial, or teach us how you did that so we can build software or something to prevent doing it again.
Bam, there you go.
God, Melissa, your hair looks so beautiful today. You know you rocking rough and tough with your Afro puff.
You do look good.
Is that that's what I look like? I'm rocking rough and tough with my Afro puff?
Yes.
You look good.
Oh, well, thank you. I love how dense my hair is and how curly it's getting. I'm really enjoying my real hair. It has been...
Clearly, you've done a whole photo shoot within your little leopard pants with your ass and everything.
With your breast out.
No, you didn't see your breast.
No, those pictures I haven't posted just yet. But
one body part at a time.
Exactly. Just wait, people. It's coming. But no, I mean, my hair has been, figuratively and literally under wraps for, oh God, I want to say like 10 years. 10 years of weaves, wigs, braids, protective styles, but I just never felt confident enough to like rock my own hair. My curl, the density of my hair, like, it just intimidated me. But now I'm having like just this whole new movement, and Sugar Bear hair vitamins are like, it's just making my hair just get thicker and longer, and I got edges, honey, and it's just it's working itself out. I am having the best time. And
but why is having great healthy hair important to you?
Well, first of all,
because you were in a movie called Good Hair.
I was, and I talked about the issues that I had with my own hair and perception of beauty. So that's one reason, when it comes to our perception of beauty as women, skin, body, well, mainly butt, and hair. That is what we use. That's one of the things that we, feel defines us in terms of like our, our youthfulness and et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, it's just Sugar Bear hair vitamins are just like my favorite thing right now. They're on Amazon. They've got rave reviews.
And the last show we had some. They actually taste pretty damn good.
It's really hard to just eat the prescribed amount, which is 2 at a time, because I probably eat 4 or 5 at a time.
But I won't lie, put in those little blue gummy bears in my mouth. It's almost like sucking off Papa Smurf.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay, so out of the celebrities right now, you have great hair. You were in the movie Good Hair. Who do you think right now has good hair? Because I would have to throw out SZA. SZA look like she got some good hair.
She does. This is in no way, shape or form. When you're in the entertainment industry, you put, you add stuff to your hair. I'm not sure how much of that is hers. I have no idea. But if it's all hers, God bless her, because it is a beautiful mane. Gabrielle Union. I love the thickness of her hair. I love the way that she embraces it in its natural state, or she'll press it out, or whatever the case is.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
I mean, come on now. I mean,
she's just perfect. Period.
Yeah, she's just perfect. Period. So Kerry Washington.
And I ain't gonna lie. Again,
Solange.
Earlier in the show, I talked about dinner I just had with Cardi B. That girl get money because that hair is done.
Yeah.
She got a good wig.
Yeah.
Shout out Tokyo Styles.
But the best thing about so it's just like the Sugar Bear hair vitamins, they've got as much vitamin A as 4 cups of broccoli, as much vitamin C as 1 cup of cranberries, as much vitamin B12, which we need as 4 organic eggs. So
can we tell people where they can go and get this product so they can have hair like yours?
Alrighty then. So you guys might want to log on to Sugar Bear Hair. Try and say that 5 times fast. Sugar Bear Hair. See? SugarBearHair.com/unlocked for beautiful hair and a healthier you. That is SugarBearHair.com/unlocked.
Bam.
And again, one more time.
SugarBearHair.com/unlocked. Okay, everybody, we out. Peace.
Bye, everybody.